Greetings, crafters! Welcome back to Survival Single Player How to Minecraft. This is Season 2, and I am your host, Com Warrior. So today we're going to be continuing with the farm. I am of course running experimental settings on this stream. So hopefully everybody will see a marked improvement in quality. Frame rate has been boosted to 30 frames per second. Parabolic Photon, thank you for the host. So, the bitrate has gone from 600 kilobits a second up to 2,500. Very crisp is the answer. Excellent, that's what we like to see. Wonderful. Well, everything seems stable. Of course, you can never really tell until you actually start streaming. So I'm watching CPU usage, memory usage, as well as a few stats from OBS, and we're looking good. So, several things that we do need to do. First of all, no zombie Christmas. I think I got him. Can't see him anywhere. So hopefully I got him. But anyway, I'm going to have to be very careful at this point because I've been around the spawner. And that means, yep, my game frame rate's running low. Bad zombies. Almost at 30 levels. Oh, that's interesting. There wasn't very many there. That's quite disappointing, actually. Bit better. What are we at? 35 frames a second. Not bad for running shaders. OBS preview looks smooth-ish. So, this episode we are back down at the farm again. I want to get as much of this farm done as possible. Because this farm is just going to be awesome! It's also going to kill Minecraft whenever we activate it, so we're going to have to do something about that. Whee! Yes, I came down the water flow this time. And the reason being, that is the reason being. Although I think they're killing themselves before I can even get there. Squiddies! Ah, missed a bit. Oh, wait, hang on. Need to come out of there. I just realised there's no platform at the bottom of that water flow. But this is what we've done over the last, well, totaling 4 episodes, including the prep work, which was episode 1. It's not exactly the fastest thing to build, however, it's going to be awesome. And besides, I always love killing Minecraft. Okay. That way, I think. Nope, can't go that way. Let me think about this. Can I get a half stop in down there? No, because I haven't got any. Oh yes, over there. Nope, mouse still playing up. Seems to do it at very choice, opportune moments. I've got a diamond pick on me. Right, so I can actually drop down there now. So, what we were doing last time, we'll start to do at the end. Just had a little thought. There we go. Is we're placing glowstone down to light everywhere up. And that's pretty much where we're up to. Because mobs were spawning, and mob spawning is generally a bad thing. I think that's where they all were. It makes sense. It's not in line, that is. I could just leave the dirt, but I mean, really, we're going to be using a lot of dirt here. Anyway, so oops. Oh, you know, I've just realised. Everybody stay there and watch the sun for a moment. Damn it. I haven't sent out a tweet. Nope. I knew there was something I forgot. Too busy watching stats. Right. I have to be careful with that. Also, falling down there, generally a bad thing. Darn it. But there is one thing that I wanted to work on this episode. And it's not exactly what I would call the easiest thing. Well, let's put it this way, it's not exactly easy in normal Minecraft. It can take quite some time. So in Cube World you can bet it's going to be a bit more difficult. But I'm not going to tell you what that is. Still to do with the megaphone. Oh, left a block there. So, but first, before we do anything else, really need to solve the mob problem. Which actually gives me a perfect opportunity while I'm actually doing this to pick up on a few things that I actually missed in Season 1. I don't think I mentioned at all. To do with survival, of course. One of the things that pretty much anybody has an issue with when they first start out with, well, in a survival world, is basically food. Now, unless you spawn near or in the middle of a plain, one of the plains, and you've got a load of sheep and pigs around. Whoops, wrong one. And you can just go and kill all but 2 of them. Then you're going to have a food problem. As you saw right at the very start, day 1, the first thing that I did was set up a farm. 2 farms actually, strictly speaking. One was for wheat, and the other one was for sheep. There's something that I didn't do, and if you have a look at any other season start for any sort of survival series, and they are doing this one thing, then you have to question how hard it is. And this one thing is quite simple. And it's something that I don't actually do a lot of anyway in Cube World. And that is running and jumping at the same time. Or rather, sprinting and jumping at the same time. Now, the reason that you run and jump at the same time is because it gives you a very slight speed boost. The downside is you chew through your hunger like you wouldn't believe if you're doing it continuously. So one thing you don't do in survival before you have a more than adequate food supply is to start running around, jumping and sprinting. or certainly not if you're playing hard mode. So I always love looking at various other survival based series on YouTube. I can't do this one. No roof. And checking out the first episode, and if they haven't established a farm before they start running and sprinting around, then you know the series is going to be not exactly what you would call survival. Or at least not what I would call survival anyway. It's going to be considerably easy. Makes sense. Will I be able to water bucket down off that? Possibly. I think I've gone splat on that cube before. Ooh. Unsuspecting guinea pigs. Yep, gravity still works. Yep, just do it again, just to make sure. Make sure it wasn't a fluke. Thought it was an Enderman stood there for a moment. So it's those little details that kind of give you a very good hint as to, well, I wouldn't say the skill or knowledge level of the person or persons. I would say more a case of how much they're going to challenge themselves. So a few things that we kind of need, and a few things that we need to drop off. That one for one, that one. I don't know why the heck I've still got squid on me. Squid sacks. Anyway. Weird behaviour. We've still got our gully. Right, where was the cube? I want to get down to that cube there. Because I want the slime balls. So give it a few moments for the water stream to get down there. I think it's there. Well, let's go find out. Looks like it. Yep. Now I've got to be careful at the bottom. See a green thing. I have to guess with that one. I could have sworn I put one over there. Weird. Nope. I'm gonna need some more torches. Huh. Right, you've got yellow flowers, white flowers, and red flowers. Tree here. The only trouble is, there's no slimes. I guess they only spawn in during the day. I assume this is the right cube. But that's actually quite a sight. It's not complete. That is quite an impressive sight. I quite like that. You know what? I'm going to take a screening of it and I will tweet that out. Well, I could probably do it now, but I really don't want to be pushing my internet connection that hard. Hard, he says. I've got 19 meg upload, I'm using 2.5. I'm going to take out... What? Seriously? Ooh. I guess that wasn't the middle. Darn it. Now the fun thing is, only one torch. Not just typical. But look at all these flowers. Right, so leaves are decaying, so we can grab the remainder. What's this wood? Acacia. Right, we've got some acacia. saplings, but we'll grab them anyway. So, grabbing flowers. Why are we grabbing flowers? Well, it means that later on, when there's certain events, you know, like doing the Christmas tree and whatnot, we had to colour various things, and we could only do that with having dyes. Dyes you get from flowers. Well, not all of them from flowers, but still. You know, I could do with cleaning that up. That's a very simple way of cleaning that up. Just like that. Now I'm after slimes because I kind of need them. Ooh, interesting change between biomes. Has that leaf gone yet? Nope. Okay. Suicidal squids. Wow. We do need to also do a automated squid farm as well. But we're going to do that right next to the semi-auto farm. Leaves. Will you go already? And where are my slimes? That's oak. Did I run out of, or did I put them down? I could have left them up there. Right, now you'll go. A little bit of dirt required. Oh good, I've got level 30 for enchants. Right, let's do this again. Still no slimes. Kind of annoying. Yeah, it is like daytime. That's a simple way to keep water contained. Now why don't I have any slime over here? And there's supposed to be slime. Oh well. Just have to go and do our next job. This is where slimes appear, just as I get to the top. The good thing is I can YOLO it all the way down from the top. That's a good thing, I suppose. Oh, I wonder if it was that cube. Oopsie. This could be my bad. Right, that cube to my left. Can't see anything jumping around. Let's go fill up the bucket again. Right, where were those slimes? They were in there. See, there's one in there now. Isn't that just typical? And it's not like I can just easily get across there. Hopefully, they won't despawn. Isn't that just typical though? Fasola, good evening. Now, let's see if we can go and get that slime. I guess it must be midday that they spawn in then? Odd. But, oh well. You know what the best thing is? It's a long way down. Nah, I probably won't make it. Actually, you know? No, I won't. I did that cube. That's a shame. If that cube wasn't there, I would have YOLO'd it straight off the edge. Okay, I'm here. I'm here. Where's the slime? I don't get this. Looks like a party up there. Cool, good time to test gravity. That's test number 1. Yep, gravity's still there. Yep, gravity still works. Now why don't... This is just weird. Why do I have slime, but when I come across, they disappear and don't spawn in? Yeah, you can say that again. Every time I look across here, there's a ton of slime in there. Whoops. Well, anyway, as annoying as that is, for solar, the only mods that I have installed is Cube World, which generates the world that I'm in, and the shaders mod to give me a nice, beautiful looking Minecraft. Right, over here. Wait, stop. That's not a lot of durability. One moment. I need to go and repair that shovel. Maybe, let's have a look. Did a mob drop a new shovel? Doesn't look like it. That just... have I got one in here? I've got that one with efficiency 3. That one's got efficiency 2. Right, I know what I'm going to do. I want high-speed shovel. Why the heck have I got cobblestone in there? Oh, that's already got an enchant on it. Oh. Okay. Didn't seem like it had. Well, anyway. Since we've got levels to burn, chuck those two together. Too expensive. Swinging it around. Too expensive. That's not what I wanted to happen. Okay, have I got any iron at all left? Thank you. I have 2 pieces of iron. Right, first of all, nope, it's not going to let me repair that at all. That just sucks. Hang on. Actually, leave them there. Let's do this one. What? Right, so we've got 2 shovels. And we do have 25 levels. Unbreaking 3. Hopefully, that would come with it. 25 levels isn't going to take me long to get back again. Certainly for a grinder. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take great pleasure while I drink my coffee and watch Mombies. Yeah, Mombies fall to their death. So, what are we getting? Well, that's actually quite simple and straightforward. We need a shovel to get sand, because we need glass. We are, of course, going to be creating a, hopefully, very simple item elevator. I say hopefully. Now, we don't have to use glass. However, I want to use glass. Now, here is the thing. I don't want to be building multiple item elevators. So we're going to be using one item elevator to feed into the sorting system. And everything that has to come up the elevator will come into the one elevator. So we kind of have to plan this one out a little bit. But anyone that's seen Season 1 knows that, yeah, we get it right. Well, I've found that quite a few times actually in various streams that we just get the right track on at the right time for a particular event or what have you. Mob count, there's currently about 85 in my chunk that's being rendered at the moment. Annoyingly, the weaker ones are actually dying by the time we get to the bottom. Now we're up to 90 now, ish. The number that I'm actually looking at is the 4th line down on the left hand side, where it says ecolon. It says 0/95 or 1/95. The first figure is the number of entities that are drawn on your screen, and the number, and after the slash is the number that are being rendered or simulated within your chunk. I think that should be enough. So if you have a look at that number again, the E number is now 75 of 99. And as I kill them, that number will go down. It would be nice if a zombie dropped another iron shovel for me, but they are very rare drops. Great, I've just killed the sword. There we go. That's one fresh one that's been dropped for us, which is nice of it. I just realised I'm dropping all them in and I don't want to do that. It means I'm going to have to go and fetch them. Oh well, do that later. I've got a couple of minutes to go and do that. Let's get that off screen. Thinking about it. That's for that. Flower stuff. Where did I put flower power? I got an empty one there. We'll chuck them in here. So anything that gets us dies, go in that one. I'll try and remember. Oh, we got some more that's come in. I'm completely lost now. Oh yeah, sword. No. Let's go make ourselves 2. Because stone swords, pretty cheap. And we kind of go through them quite quickly. There we go, that's level 30 back again. So chuck the stuff in there that I don't want. Well, or I should say that we shouldn't have. Right. It says on breaking 3. We're both on breaking 3. Let's see what we get. Efficiency 4 on breaking 3. Yes. So we have an efficiency 4 on breaking 3. Pickaxe back again. Not pickaxe, shovel. Now, since that one is basically unrepairable, might as well use that until it's gone. We do have glass in there. I'm going to be using a lot of glass since glass is kind of the cube world theme. Not in there. Bones? Where the heck do I have bones? Right, let's go get ourselves some sand. Oh, wait, While we're out that way, just had a thought. Where did I put everything? I think it's over here. While we are out that way, I'm going to take 2 additional buckets with us. And there's a very good reason for this. Come on, mouse. Good lord. Typical, isn't it? Stupid cloud. Anyway. Prepare to enter the danger zone. Oh, hunger. Why do I call it the danger zone? Because the path goes to single block width. That's why it's called the danger zone. I think we got enough sand here. There we go, it's gone. Let's get rid of this one as well while we're here. And that one's gone. Nope. Oi! We'll go poof with the cactus. I do not play Skyrim. It's kind of not really that appealing to me. So, parabolic photon, how's the quality holding up? Because I'm really not holding back here. I'm just running around like a madman getting everything. Normally I would take things slowly so it doesn't start pixelating. Uh-oh. I believe it's getting dark. Oh well, let's live dangerously. We need the sand. What are we up to anyway? Oh, almost a full inventory. We might actually be going back after all. Not only that, but I can't see a darn thing. Which is why I have the shaders installed. Because it's night time. Unless you light everywhere up, you shouldn't be able to see anything. I believe that would be our inventory now full. Yep. Oh, we have a single torch. Well, let's go ahead and put it down then. Right, refill the inventory. Full. Is there anything in our inventory we can get rid of? Yes, we can get rid of that. $16, so we can actually take a little bit more. Should do us. Yep. Right, homeward bound. I thought I'd press Control then. I was expecting to go zip straight off the edge. And that would be rain. Right, relative safety sprint. Liberty, good evening. Tonight's plan. Whoa. That was an untimely step. Minecraft. Ooh, quite a few entities around. That could be why it started stepping. What farm am I building? It's down there. Just bear with me and I'll show everybody. I'll be kind of heading down there anyway in a moment. Let's do a spot. Stop it. Now, do I have a rogue process? Or are you running out of RAM? Or both? Oh, I've got 2 JavaScripts running. Right, that should help. Don't have enough room in there. I'll dump all the sand in here. So just bear with me and I will show the farm. This is episode number 5 of doing the farm. And yeah. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to do any off camera, as I said I would do, but I will. That one, yep. Liver D, the cubes, just the cubes, are created from the mod Cube World. However, all the walkways and the water stuff is created by me to get around between them. And this cube, hollowed out by me. Actually, just use the one. Also, the graphics are updated, I suppose you could say, by using shaders. Right, the farming question is this one. And this is where we're up to. And it's going to go all the way up. Yes, Cube World has no floor in it. What you're looking at that's pitch black down there is the void. Literally, where those lava streams end, that is the void. You fall off, you're dead, and you've lost all your items. That's nice. Nope, no jetpack mode. Just sheer and absolute ingenuity to get down here. I fell out into the void 3 times, I think. 2 of which were courtesy of creepers. Creepers are bad. Get off me. You should follow me on Twitter, because I quite often tweet out images of the generated world as I'm changing things, because I have a program for doing it. Right. How am I going to do this? I really don't want to be hanging off the edge. But I think I'm going to have to hang off the edge again. Well, I didn't have Twitter till I was convinced by people to use it. I'm going to have to hang off this edge. This could get fun. Hang on, let me sort my inventory out first. This is how I placed blocks going down. Very, very precariously. I'm going to put it there. Wait, hang on. I thought I put one lower than that. I did. I have a keyboard malfunction at this point, I'm dead. Or even a little pinky malfunction, which sometimes happens. We're at the middle yet. Or even if I get block glitch, which has happened. That was the one time that I didn't die to a creeper. Didn't get blown off to a creeper, I should say. I had a block glitch, and while I was building out over literally nothing, and fell to my death. And I couldn't steer towards a cube that was below me, and I missed the cube and fell out. I knew I'd get you later. Well, I don't use Twitter for my personal use, but I do have a personal Facebook. Just as the same as I have an email for online stuff and a personal email. Right, we need a double feed from this. Slightly too low, but who the heck cares? Biggest issue is I don't have ladders on me. Thankfully. Now I have 3 ladders. Well, I'm not counting other emails that I have. Let's just leave it at other. Looks like it's going to remain pretty bright down here. Look, see? The slime's over there, but I bet if I run over there and YOLO down, they won't be there. Bet you. I'm half tempted to just build a walkway across there. Well, yeah. See, Parabolic Photon will verify this. Those slimes are teasing me. Because there's now 4 of them in there. And every time I've gone across to go and kill them so I can get the balls, they've just disappeared by the time I got there. Whirlpool corner? Wow, what whirlpool corner? What did I want? Oh yes. Let's go be back at the base. Nope. Oh well, long line. So that those farm levels are going to go all the way up this, and all the way up to the very top. Oh, by the way, the Nether's also in cube world format, and I believe the end too, which is going to make the end ridiculous. Where did I put the sand? There. Right, some glass there. We still have glass in here. No, I think it's all downstairs. Oh, this is the start of the sorter, by the way. Right, it's going to go all the way around this room. Wait, I've gone past the chest. Portal? Yep. I made one. It comes out at the Nether on top of a cube. Wait. I just realised. I've forgotten stuff. That isn't there. Oh, I might need them as well. Yep, you mean that thing? Right. No, I want droppers. Dropper. There we go. So dust, repeaters. Do I not have any more repeaters? Okay, I guess not. I have to cook up some stone, aren't I? That's not how you make repeaters. Or is it? No. My brain's not working. Fine. So, this is how you find out. Open up Google. Type in Minecraft space 1.8 space repeater space wiki. And first entry there is the Minecraft wiki. And, oh darn it, that was it. I knew there was something in the middle. There we go. But we need some more smooth stone. And I'm out of lava. Thankfully, I have another bucket on me. Take you, drop you into there. Liver D, yep, that works, it's been done. There you go, that's the second one. Hang on. Yeah, you'll have to forgive me, my brain isn't quite working properly tonight. Which is going to make later on fun. Which, thankfully, will make for awesome entertainment. Scooter, good evening. As I was just saying, my brain's not quite functioning properly at the moment. Do I have everything? Dropper, redstone, repeater, comparator, glass, water. Hopefully I'm only going to need one. I can make a fence post down there. Right, let's see if I can remember how to do the item elevators. Geronimo! Oh, shh! That was not intended. My bad. Wrong corner. I meant to do that. Shred. Oi. Well, I got my boots at least. Creeper wants a piece of me. Oh, bad creeper! Bad creeper! And blew up my glowstone as well. Darn it. God, blimey. Creepers, man. Just can't have nice things. Thankfully. You are going away, aren't you? Yes. Come on. Right. Glass. All the way out here my items have gone. So I don't mind them blowing that bit up. I don't really care about that bit. I must have really exploded when I hit the ground. Anything down here? Nope. Oh, thank God there's some more stuff down there. Right, do I have the stuff to actually do this still? Here's the question. Oh, I lost my chestplate and leggings. Great. Lost all the food. That means I'm going to have to be careful. 1, 2, 3, 4 stacks of glass, which I think is almost what we had. 1 dropper. Yep, we can still keep going. So just work out the spacing here. That should be like that. Now let's see if I can remember how to do this. No crafting table. Great. Well, that's kind of a problem. Oh well. In that case then, we've got to go back up to the cube. And I also need some arrows as well, before I have a mishap. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. If a skelly snipes me off, I'm done for. There's no water below me. Now, there's water to my right, but I'd have to be shot in just the right direction to make it to that. Hello, Cloud. This will give you some perspective as to how far it is back to my cube. Like, right about there. Fun thing, of course, is going to be getting this at the right height. I think that's going to be this one. So I'm back home again. It's not in there. I won't. So anyway, I'm going to call this episode there. I need to do some work off camera and give myself, make all the stuff that I'm going to need. So thank you very much for watching. I will be back later on tonight in approximately half an hour or less, and I will be doing Planet Base. So everybody on YouTube, hopefully you like the higher frame rate and higher bitrate. Hopefully everything's cleaned up and crystal clear. So on YouTube, feel free to subscribe. If you like this video, please hit the like button. However, this was streamed live on Twitch, so feel free to come and watch it live. twitch.tv/ComWarrior69. Everybody that follows me on Twitch gets a follow in return, regardless whether you stream or not. And you can get updates on what and when I'm live streaming by following me on Twitter @ComWarrior69. I hope everybody has had a good weekend. I hope their week is going well. And I will see you again in about 30 minutes. Bye for now.